Howdy folks, today we're playing a deck I'm calling Blink and Reanimate, which is a deck built around exactly those two things. Creatures we're looking to blink are Steel Seraph and Phyrexia and Flash Scourger. Blink those with Touch the Spirit Realm. Touch the Spirit Realm also can blink our ATRAXA, which is really nice. And it also just doubles as a removal spell if we need it. And then we have some discard outlets in Evangel Synthesis and Raffine. Those can discard either your two prototype creatures or it can discard your ATRAXA, and you can get those three cards back with Cruelty of Gix. His third chapter ability. That's kind of the plan, trying to fit in these two shells, sort of cheese sort of ways to play into just like sort of a Esper deck at large. So I don't know how good it's going to be, but I kind of want to see just how powerful is mashing those two synergies or two different ways to play together. So let's check it out. Let's run to the ladder. Let's see how it does. Alrighty, our opponent is going first, and we have some removal and some cruelty, so we'll see if we can get there. Definitely going to lead on this Raffine's tower, so we can play cut down next turn. They shouldn't be able to grow their adaptive twice. This cut down should be able to get that next turn. Even growing it once might be a problem for us, though. Ideally, they have no play on turn 2 here, but you know their deck is built around these turn 2 plays, so we'll see. Yep, they have the Rada, the Evolving Adaptives. Now we have the Dark Slick Shore, so we can play the Go for the Throat. I actually do think we're still going to spar as headquarters, because this cut, we can only keep it on one removal spell anyway, and I think this is a turn we can get a good away with the tap lands, so we can cast this cut down. Try to get this Rada's Firebrand. The wait up, they can't pump this. They're only the one type, so can't make it a 5/2, but they can Hivar stand. Okay, it's pretty good. Does that mean they can't play another creature on curve though? Because that would be big. It might appear that that's the case. Get this Raffine down. Start blocking that adaptive. Well, actually, when the Firebrand attacks, they'll have to pay the ward cost. So if they want us to make us not block, they'll have to definitely pay that ward cost. Probably puts them off curve again. They're willing to pay. Okay. Next turn we have this Evangel and the Raffine. ATRAXA. Might be a good discard. Just a hunch. Usually in these situations I would attack, but the fact that they have the Rada out makes me not want to attack. Makes me want to keep at least one of these up so I can block. Okay, if they're going to keep only red up, this is going to be our time to kill this Rada's Firebrand. They shouldn't be able to protect it with just a single red. Play with Fire Us, sure. They get a Scry. Scry it to the bottom. We have an ATRAXA in the yard, which is big. We'll see what they do. We have to block this Evolving Adaptive. Hoping they don't have hasty 4-drop here, though. Nothing. That was not a bad draw. Yeah, it's ATRAXA time. How about my graveyard? Thank you very much. I would like to put ATRAXA onto the battlefield. All right, well, plan's going well so far. Only 3, though. I think we're good on the ATRAXA, so I think we're going to get this Flash Scourger. Okay, they didn't even let us choose. Come on, how rude, opponent. How rude. We didn't even get to have our fun. Alrighty. Well, I think maybe one thing that it has made me think about is how many different types do we have? Because this would have let us get Artifact, Land, and Creature. We have Enchantment with the Cruelty. We have also Enchantment with the Touch the Spirit Realm. We have Instance with the Go for the Throat. So maybe 5 on average. We could expect hitting 3 is kind of poor. It's not a great outcome, but alrighty. Hey, we'll take it. GG's. This hand is incredibly slow. Very powerful. We'll try it. Probably gonna get run over. I do kind of err on the side of bad keeps, I'm not gonna lie. I need to. If I were planning to optimize my win rate, I think it would look a little different. I feel like I do keep some of these hands. Sometimes get absolutely run over by whatever, but looks like our opponent's giving us some time, so take that. Next turn we get a Steel Seraph down with this Sanctum. Our opponent is on at least Bant. Looks to be the case. Dang. Well, I am interested in casting the Steel Seraph this turn, so I think I gotta play that Shores as a tap land. Does my opponent have a removal spell from my Seraph? Fateful Absence, so that's one I can draw off of. Can reanimate it with a Cruelty if need be. Seachrome Coast. Slowgurk. Okay. Opponent's doing some slow gherkin. Another Fateful Absence. No. They didn't want to spend it there. I think they have counter spells in their deck. I don't know if I would put counter spells in my Slowgurk deck. But next turn with this Cruelty. Soul Partition. Okay, sure. I have a different Sheldred coming down. No worries there, opponent. Could resolve the Cruelty and get back stuff eventually. They did not attack with this Slowgurk. Alright, Sheldred time. How about round 2? Different Sheldred. Faithful Mending. Okay, they're going to discard an ATRAXA and bring it back. What is in this deck? I don't even know. Are they just going to discard lands since it's a Slowgurk deck? Sounds like it. Okay. Slowgurking it up. Yep. I don't think I'm going to block the Slowgurk. I don't think I need them to be getting lands back. Oh, man. What the heck? I was Slowgurkin. Alright, it's time for this Cruelty. See what they got in hand here. Wandering Emperor, Jace. I think we gotta take the Jace. So we don't get milled out eventually. Opponent is kind of stuck on lands. Maybe they'll filter away some of these Wandering Emperors. Get the Sheldred down, which could be nice. If I can ever get Sheldred down and Raffine or something like that. Start gaining life that way. Next turn I can get any card into my hand, which could be definitely nice. What do they discard? 2 lands, sure. Make a 7/7. And then Mirrex. Alright, next turn that probably means I'm gonna Spirit Realm this Slowgurk. ATRAXA. Okay, that's pretty good. Drawing the ATRAXA means I probably just want to hit a land. That land probably want to be with a green. Probably just like a Sanctum. Cast this Touch. Targeting their Slowgurk. They can return it to their hands. That's fine. Replay it next turn. We're good with that. Nice thing is, we get this Raffine onto the battlefield. They spend their next turn playing Slowgurk. That means we get to attack with this Raffine, get draw, discard with a Shelly, or we can just play the ATRAXA. We get our Steel Seraph back as well, which is pretty nice. You have a Maya Coast, yep. They're going back with the Slowgurk, or they're going to keep up the Wandering Emperor. Just gonna keep up the Wandering Emperor. Okay. Yep, can get the Steel Seraph back. And with that, I'm gonna give this Rafine Vigilance. You know, Dwara, the Rafine. You have to pay the you can pay the ward, that's fine. Yep, definitely fine with that. Drop this ATRAXA. Kind of baited our opponent into doing something there. Get a Wandering Emperor. Get a Rafine's Tower. ATRAXA, Cruelty, cut down. So yeah, we're a little scared of maybe getting like Slowgurked out of this game or something, but we have a lot of lifelink coming in next turn, so that should be pretty nice. Kind of feel like our opponent has to just like leave up the Wandering Emperor again, but we're just gonna give our ATRAXA Vigilance, so yep, Slowgurking it up. Rafine time. It already has Flying and Vigilance, or oh, it has it all already. We can't even give it anything. Well, that was my bad. I did not need to give that Vigilance. It already had it, but that's all right. Time to connive a little bit. Should give this Steel Seraph Vigilance, getting in with more damage, but it's okay. Beseiju on the Steel Seraph. Could touch the Spirit Realm to save it, but I don't think I really care about this Steel Seraph. I can Cruelty to get it back if I really want to. Card this ATRAXA. Gain our life. Yep, they're gonna draw their card, that's fine. Slowgurking all over the place. I'm gonna play this Cruelty. Get that Wandering Emperor out of their hand unless they do something better. Just to headquarters, okay. Fast turn. Opponent has good spells in their deck, but Slowgurk and I don't. What's their plan against what we're doing? I don't really know. Not really sure. Played their little cycle land instead of cycling it. Interesting. Still have these Sheldreds in exile, which is pretty nice. Gives us effectively a larger hand size than we would have otherwise. So when we had all those hands from ATRAXA, we really had like a 9-card hand because of these Sheldreds that they hit with the Soul Partition, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they're just gonna play that now. Sure. They're gonna give their Slowgurk like first strike. Okay.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I really am not sure what our opponent's plan is. Okay, grab a card from our library. What will it be? I don't know what it was gonna be. I don't. I basically had everything I needed to win. I still had the clue, still had the Sheldreds. We just needed not to die to Slowgurk beats. Heck yeah, I had fun in this game. GG's. ATRAXA coming through. All right, opponent on the play. Been here before, taken home a win before, so let's see if we can get it done again. Frodo Fraggins on the other team. Frodo Fraggins. I feel like it's got to be like Frodo to kind of be like Bilbo. I don't know. Hopefully that name is not doesn't have any negative connotations to it or anything. Okay, Evangel time. Plaza, go. Bye bye. Get this Flesh Scourger down next turn. Oh, come on, opponent. You attack, I block. You get life though, so I feel like they actually should still attack. Oh, I don't block now. I mean, oh, they didn't even attack. Flesh Gorger time. Best turn. I'd love to get to a point where I could hold up the Touch the Spirit Realm and the Go for the Throat. That would be nice. So they play a Sheldred this turn, untapped. Go for the Throated, they're Sheldred, and then had Touch the Spirit Realm for a Flesh Gorger. They try to remove. Oh, Vraska. Sheesh. Yeah, that's. Discarding a Vraska means your hand's probably pretty good. Do a cut down. Try to attack with his Flesh Gorger. Or. Yeah, just a Flesh Gorger. See what they got for me. Wandering Emperor time? Yep.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
Yep, you can resolve that. Little Touch of Spirit Realm with a Flesh Gorger. Pass the turn. Give me my 7/5. Do you want to remove it? You must pay 7 life. Not bad, not bad. See what opponent can do to counteract this. Don't have Vraska this turn since they had Dark Slick Shores. So that's kind of nice. Thinking a plus on the Rafine and get in there. That's what I would do. Sculpt your hand. We can't kill this Rafine since we were on the draw this turn, this game. Alright, Conniving. What's she discarding? You getting rid of another Vraska or a land or a Dennick? Okay. Yeah, bring it in. You gonna cast that Dennick? What are they gonna do? Cut down on the Evangel. Do we have any way to draw 2 cards in response? We do not. Okay. Do they have a Sheldred's Edict? That'd be kind of nasty. Do I think they have... Do I think that they have Sheldred's Edict? I don't think so. I'm gonna say that they don't. Do I want the Menace? I think I actually would rather have the Menace, but nah, I want the Vigilance back for this. I lied. All right, combat. Vigilance, because this is at 2, so I'm gonna attack. Should I kill the Wandering Emperor? If I attack them, it makes them a lot less likely to Vraska my... Yeah, they can chump block with the Wandering Emperor. I think I gotta go like this. They could easily come with the Vraska and hit my Flesh Gorger, but such is life. Gotta imagine they have a Vraska enhanced. They discarded one earlier. Not really sure why you would do that otherwise. So you're gonna pay 7 life to kill my Flesh Gorger, but at least this way they're gonna have the Wandering Emperor dead, and I can clear out the Rafine if they keep it to block with this Go for the Throat to kill the Vraska, which is going to be nice. And I get it's a treasure, to be honest. It's not terrible.
Gaze into my eyes.
Going to attack. Interesting. That is quite interesting. Is there any world we want to kill this Dennick right now? Could also kill the Raffine right now, but I don't think that's what we want to do. We want to keep the option to draw land open. Alright, Dennick, it's coming down, it is. Prevent them from gaining that life. Takanuma. So we can play this ATRAXA this turn, which is nice. Give the Seraph Vigilance, I think, is most important against the Wandering Emperor deck. Alright. That's what we came here to do. Play ATRAXA. Your shields are down, so let's see if we get anything good here. Just a good untapped land and Sanctum. Enchantments, artifacts, creature, yep. Gonna need a green or some way to cast the ATRAXA. That's alright. Wanna play Dennick, back half of Dennick probably. Can I have time? Opponent's playing it risky with their life total, certainly, though. Okay, that means they probably have a Wandering Emperor. Give this Vigilance and Lifelink, or I could play a 7/5 Flesh Gorger. But if I play this for 7, I can't keep up either. I couldn't. How can I cast this ATRAXA? Oh, because of the Plasma. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, Vigilance it is. So, do they have a counter spell here for my ATRAXA, or what do they have? I think we just have to run on our best spell. Whatever we play could get countered. Make disappear. Okay. So that was good for them. Do they have another good draw? The Dennick does have flying, but they know we have this Touch the Spirit Realm to get rid of it. But if they don't attack, kind of in a bind as well, because then our Touch the Spirit Realm can get them anyway. Okay, so they need to play the Dennick and not attack, unless they have a removal spell in hand. Okay, they don't have a removal spell then if they're not going to attack. Shelter's not bad. Alright, gonna try to cast this on the Raffine. Gonna pay the ward cost. This does have flying. So I guess I'm just gonna give this lifelink. They have to block it this turn, so just get our Flesh Gorger down since it has Menace. Means they have to have Dennick plus something else. We also have the Sheltered in hand to start doing some damage. Plaza, that's good for us. Wandering Emperor doesn't get it done. So they have to have some way to target this Flash Scourger, or not target this Flash Scourger, but also kill it. Probably not in their deck. Wandering Emperor, yep. Not good enough. GG's.
Arms my people must contend with guards. To me.
Alrighty. Dang, okay. Pushing through. That was a little tight of a game. They had that make disappear for our second ATRAXA, but that first ATRAXA got us enough value to get us over the finish line. GG's. Alright, we're going first. We've had pretty good luck on the draw, actually, so far, so we're going to see if going first hopefully doesn't twist that luck at all. Rafine's Tower into Evangel is pretty good. Duress. Goodbye, Cruelty of Gix. Goodbye. Don't see turn 1 Duress that often. Alright, get this Evangel going, see what we discard. Okay, go with this ATRAXA. Put the fear in our opponent. Gonna need a Graveyard Trespasser. Cut down, yep. Alright, to me this signals they'd probably have Liliana on turn 3, but that would be perfect cut down if they had Duress and a turn 2 removal spell into Liliana. That'd be pretty good. See if they have it though. If you have it, I feel like you're jamming that play right now for sure. Bankbuster. Is that all they got? Okay, Bankbuster is all they got. Rafine. Draw, discard. Evangel, I guess. Probably gonna discard this ATRAXA eventually, but doesn't have to be right now. Can hit in with the Flesh Scourger and Rafine. Do they have another cut down? They're stuck on lands and I feel like they need to draw off the Buster, yeah. No land drop, wow. Well, not our proudest victory, but victory nonetheless. Alrighty, we're going first. This looks like a typical kind of Esper hand, and boom, ATRAXA on top. So we'll try it. A little bit of Rafine's Tower on turn 1. See what our opponent's doing. Swampy stuff. Blood Tithe Harvester, yep. For sure. Alright, Rafine time. Okay, you have a second Harvester, and then are able to pay the one? No, they have a Shelter's Edict though, that's pretty good. I was gonna call it Rafine's Edict for some reason. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. Another Rafine, but I think we have to be mana efficient here and get down to Sheldred. Okay, I did not want to cycle with their blood. Probably means I have another removal spell. Or that they just want to pay the 2 life because they feel like they they have that locked down. Okay, did not want to pay the life there. Have it go for the throat. Okay, if they do have a lot. Drew the lands. Taking our lumps from the Harvester. Alright, can we draw a land here? We can. Can't cast a Cruelty with it though. So yeah, I think we're just playing Rafine. And we want to just keep hitting our land drops. I'd be kind of surprised if they had another Sheldred's Edict, but you never know. Do they have an Invoked Spirit? I can't because they have 2 mountains. Go for the throat. Yep, let him pay the 1. And then I think I want to save the Rafine. I think it's worth it. It's not going to come back for a little bit, but better than it was going to be otherwise. Another Plaza. Alright, well, that gives us the ability to Cruelty, so let's see what they have in their hand. Decklist is the only thing they had in their hand. Yeah, I think we're gonna get him with the Raffine. Discard the ATRAXA, so we can get it back with this Cruelty. And that's, we can also get a solid card with the Cruelty this turn. Play the lands, pass the turn, another ATRAXA, okay. I think we're gonna get a Steel Seraph. Go to combat. Give the Raffine some lifelink. Attack. Draw, discard. Cut down's not bad. Okay. Yeah. We'll keep both cut down and go for the throat. Cut down this Harvester. Go for the throat their next play. Yeah. Cut down time it is. GG's. Esper just getting it through. Alrighty. Well, that was a pretty impressive showing by the deck. GG's. Yeah, let's hit the wrap up. Alright, and we're here with the wrap up, and I really like the deck. I honestly think it was very good. The plan to blink your prototype creatures, I think, is a good one. And the plan to reanimate ATRAXA obviously has been shown to be a good one. And mashing those into the same deck, I think, is actually a really good idea. You could also blink your ATRAXA if need be. You're not like all in on the blink, but you usually have it when you have a Touch the Spirit Realm. You usually have something to blink. If not, it's just a removal spell for an artifact or a creature. It usually has modes to hit, and it's also good against like wraths and whatnot, because if they wrath, we have this Touch the Spirit Realm up. They can't counter the Touch the Spirit Realm. And it returns it at the beginning of the next end step. So if you do it with like an ATRAXA after they wrath, and that's kind of their way back, and you blink your ATRAXA, well, they're gonna have to deal with a 7/7 Flying Vigilance Death Touch Lifelink that just entered the battlefield again, coming at them. So we're gonna get a refill our hand, and they're gonna have to deal with that on the board again. It's pretty good. I really do enjoy this plan. I think it came together pretty nicely. Basically, you're just mashing the Esper Draw deck, Evangel, Raffine, in together with this sort of a ATRAXA shell. It was pretty fun. We won a bunch of games. So I had an absolute blast. All the cards in the deck are pretty good. On rated, to the only card that isn't like a card that you would say is really good is maybe Evangel. But you could swap it out if you want, but I mean, it's good in the deck. It's a way to certainly discard some of your big spells, but maybe you find a way to get your discard elsewhere, maybe like a Kaido or something. But at that point, I think you're dipping into too many 3-drop territory. So I really do like the construction. But yeah, if anyone has suggestions on the construction, what they would like to see differently in this deck, cards you would like to suggest, please drop those in the comments. I would love to see it. But I think this is a really good starting point if you're trying to play, an Esper deck of some sort on an invested one. I think this is a really good place to start. Yeah, I would love to play your deck in this spot on the channel. That I play a lot of viewer decks. This one doesn't happen to be one of them, but I have a whole library of them. If you want to go through the YouTube channel and check them all out, that would be really cool. But if you do want your deck played, please open the description of this YouTube video, click the I Play Your Deck Google's Forms link, submit your deck there, and if it's a deck I think it'll do well on stream, or on not on stream, sorry, on YouTube here, I'll try to play it. Some decks I do really try to make a deck work, and I have to tinker with it a little bit before finding a version of the deck where I feel like would be watchable, or a deck you would want to present for a video here. So I have some submissions I'm still working on from that, trying to find like a build. Start with a viewer build, and then you transition it into more of a build I think could be more competitive on the ladder, trying to keep some of the themes alive from the original build. So still working on some of those decks that are in the queue, even while playing decks I have sort of I'm just playing on the ladder myself in the meantime, but still working on some of those. But yeah, please submit your deck. If you like this standard content, well, my whole YouTube backlog, all the videos on this channel pretty much are standard best of one videos. So please go on through, check it out. In fact, there's one on the end card in your screen right now. And as always, until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.